A little boy was polishing the shoes of the people in New York Central Station. A silver medal was dangling at his neck as he was polishing a man's shoes. "Friend," said the man curiously, "what is that hardware around your neck?" "It is a medal of the mother of Jesus," the boy replied so happily. "Why her medal?" said the man. "She is no different from your mother." "Could be," said the boy smiling, "but there is a real big difference between her son and me." My brothers and sisters, today we are celebrating the feast of the Annunciation of the Lord. The feast celebrates the moment when Mary said yes to God's call to be the mother of God's Son. So when God first approached her through the angel Gabriel, Mary was in fact deeply disturbed. She was full of questions. "How can this be, since I am only a virgin?" She questioned God like you and me. Moreover, Mary's questioning did not cease when her child was born. When the shepherds came and told her all they had seen and heard, Luke tells us that Mother Mary treasured all the words and pondered them in her heart. When her 12-year-old son went missing and was eventually found in the temple, Mother Mary questions him, "My son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been searching for you for so long." And then when Jesus answers her questions by saying that he must be about his father's business, Luke tells us that Mary and Joseph did not understand what he said to them. And Mary, in particular, treasured all the things in her heart. So the picture Luke gives us of Mary is of a woman who is full of questions, who ponders deeply on all that was happening in her life so as to understand it more fully. She models for us a reflective faith, a faith that seeks to understand. Theology has been described as faith-seeking understanding. Mary was in fact a theologian in that sense. Indeed, each and every one of us is called to be a theologian in the sense in which Mother Mary was one. Like her, we too ask questions to God and what it means to respond to God's call to us in Jesus. Like her, you and I are invited to ponder the great mysteries of our faith so as to grow in our understanding of them. As people of faith, each and every one of us is a seeker of truth like Mary. In our attempt, in our search, we have the encouragement of the Lord's promise to us, "Seek and you shall find." And secondly, the gospel reading suggests that her yes did not come without a struggle, did not come effortlessly. It was not a foregone conclusion. Although Mother Mary was predestined to be the Mother of God, she had the freedom to say yes or no to God. So the portrayal of Mary in today's gospel suggests that our own response to the Lord's call will never be easy. It will always involve something of a struggle. Our saying yes to the Lord will never be easy. It takes tremendous courage to accept whatever the Lord wills for us. When we say yes to God, we are ready for everything that the Lord gives us on our journey toward heaven. So Mary, in fact, was ready for everything. When she said yes, she was ready for the suffering with Jesus and undergo the terrible crucifixion spiritually. And thus, she becomes the co-redemptrix, and thus she remains a great example for us to surrender our will to God. St. Francis de Sales, our patron, would beautifully say regarding the surrender of our will. When we abandon everything to Him, He takes a tender care of us. He enables His children to walk before Him. He holds their hand in difficulties. He Himself carries them along in hardships which are unbearable to them. In another passage, He would say, "Do not look forward in fear to the changes in life. Rather, look to them with hope, with a full hope, as God will lead you safely through all things. And when you cannot stand it, God will carry you in His arms." So do not fear what may happen tomorrow. The same loving Father who cares for you today will take care of you then and every day. He will shield you from suffering, or He will give you unfailing strength to bear it. So, be at peace, put aside all anxious thoughts and imaginations. My brothers and sisters, this unconditional surrender is what Mother Mary made it to God when she said, "Behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be done to me according to your word." We may have many questions as to how something in our life would happen, but once we say yes to God, we need to commit ourselves entirely to His will. But is it easy? Never. But as the Gospel says, there is nothing impossible for God. Amen.